Giants camp takeaways. Abdul Carter dominates. Wan'Dale Robinson shows potential. In the heart of East Rutherford, New Jersey, the New York Giants returned to the practice field for their second day of training camp, and the atmosphere was electric. Let's dive into the highlights and insights from the session, where Abdul Carter stole the show and Wan'Dale Robinson showcased his downfield potential. Attendance and injuries. The same trio of players who missed the first day of camp were notably absent again. Running back Eric Gray, knee, left tackle Andrew Thomas, foot, and outside linebacker Victor Dimukeje, pec. Their injuries were pre-existing, and the team is cautious about their return with no clear timeline in sight. Wide receiver Jalin Hyatt experienced a late practice scare when he was tended to by trainers for a possible muscle pull or cramp in his left leg. Fortunately, Hyatt remained on the field, jogging well by the end of practice, a positive sign for his recovery. Malik Nabers, another wide receiver, participated but with a reduced workload due to a lingering toe injury. Coach Brian Dable mentioned that Nabers looked good the previous day but acknowledged the need for careful management of his condition. Dart's day. Jaxson Dart, the young quarterback, had a mixed day. After throwing an interception on his first attempt on day one, he redeemed himself by connecting with Hyatt for a touchdown on his first pass of the day. Dart's throw was precise, despite pressure from defensive lineman Elijah Garcia. Hyatt made a back shoulder catch in the end zone, leaving cornerback Trey Hawkins in the dust. However, Dart's performance was inconsistent, completing only 3 of 8 passes in team periods. He worked exclusively as the second-team quarterback with no first-team reps after a brief appearance with the starters on Wednesday. Dart faced constant pressure from the 7-team offensive line, which struggled against the defense. Russell Wilson's efficiency. Starting quarterback Russell Wilson continued his impressive camp, spreading the ball around efficiently. Wan'Dale Robinson led the starters with 3 catches, including a spectacular one-handed grab on a fade route. Robinson's downfield potential was evident, as Wilson targeted him deep twice, although one pass was overthrown. Wilson's experience was on full display as he made high-percentage throws, contrasting with Dart's indecisiveness. Wilson's highlight came when he delivered a touchdown pass to tight end Daniel Bellinger through a tight window. Abdul Carter's dominance. First-round pick Abdul Carter was the standout performer, dominating the second-team offense. Carter's relentless pressure on rookie right tackle Marcus Mbao disrupted the situational period. On one play, Carter's bull rush forced Dart to throw the ball away. On the next, his exceptional bend around the edge led to a rushed incompletion. On 4th down, Carter's power move put Mbao on the ground, setting up a sack by slot corner Nick Jones. Cornerback competition. The battle for the second cornerback spot continued, with Cordell Flott and Deonte Banks each getting significant reps with the starting defense. Their performances will be crucial in determining the depth chart at this position. Play of the day. Wan'Dale Robinson's diving one-handed catch for a touchdown was the standout play. It was a breathtaking display of athleticism and skill, setting a high bar for the rest of camp. Next steps. The Giants will hold their 3rd training camp practice on Friday at 10 a.m. ET, open to fans. The team's progress and player development will be closely watched as they prepare for the upcoming season. Controversy and discussion. The ongoing battle between outside linebacker Brian Burns and left tackle James Hudson adds a layer of intrigue for the camp. Their previous clash during the spring suggests that tensions may boil over again, especially as the intensity of practices increases. Will they be able to coexist peacefully over the next few weeks, or will their rivalry escalate? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Abdul Carter dominates at Giants camp. 2025 NFL Draft's number 3 pick in action. Prepare to be captivated by the remarkable presence of Abdul Carter at Giants training camp. His dominant play has everyone talking, and the intensity he brings is nothing short of electrifying. But here's where it gets controversial. Is Carter truly a once-in-a-generation talent, or are we just dazzled by his early showings? As practice unfolds in East Rutherford, it's impossible to look away from the way Carter commands attention from the moment he steps onto the field. His versatility is already making waves as he lines up over the left tackle, the right tackle, the center, and even the tight end, often against players who stand little chance of stopping him. Fans are quickly changing his name in their mind from Abdul Carter to the Predator, and for good reason. On day one, this 21-year-old Penn State alumnus celebrated with a backflip before even breaking into sweat. Standing 6 foot 3 inches tall and weighing 252 pounds, an impressive sight to behold. Giants tight end Theo Johnson, who played alongside Carter in college, remarked that Carter is different from when they were teammates, emphasizing his growth and rarity. His presence on the field exudes an almost invincible aura, even when things go awry, like when he doesn't touch the quarterback or pulls up during a play. His purpose-driven movements, reminiscent of a stalking lion, give the impression that he's destined for greatness, despite only a handful of professional practices under his belt and still plenty to learn. When asked if Carter would play a key role in the Giants' defense, head coach Brian Daboll's response was simply, "You think?" Carter's resilience was on display during drills when he ran so fast that he slipped out of a cleat, then, in a humorous twist, was politely tripped up by a teammate and tumbled to the ground in a rare misstep. Yet he dusted himself off and resumed the drill without missing a beat, marking the last time he hit the ground that day. His impact on the Giants' defense is already tangible, considered the top defensive prospect of the 2025 draft class. Carter's arrival was a strategic move to bolster a unit that helped deliver 2 recent Super Bowl wins. His skill set is reminiscent of Von Miller's explosiveness, yet he remains raw, with much room to grow. His admiration for Lawrence Taylor even inspired a lighthearted exchange about jersey numbers, with Taylor suggesting Carter make number 51 his own. Strangely, Carter's potential has been somewhat overshadowed this offseason by quarterback Jaxson Dart's spotlight. Still, his emerging talent, various pass rush moves, including a slick spin against Jermaine Illuminor, continues to turn heads. In a play where he lined up wide in coverage against Nabers, Carter demonstrated his versatility, reading the play perfectly and making an impression. His performance during spring workouts and early camp suggests that Carter isn't just a flash in the pan. He's a player whose impact could redefine the Giants' defense for years to come. Safety Jevon Holland summed it up well, calling Carter an explosive talent making rapid progress. And linebacker Micah McFadden highlighted how Carter's ability to influence schematics and disrupt offensive plans makes him a true game changer. Even during a Thursday practice, Carter's power was on full display as he unexpectedly pushed back center John Michael Schmitz and left rookie Marcus Mabeau frozen in place, showcasing raw strength that energizes the entire team. From his game-changing moves to his physical prowess and strategic impact, Abdul Carter is quickly becoming a star worth watching. And here's the provocative question for all. Will he live up to the hype, or is he just riding the wave of early excitement? Either way, watching Carter this early in his career promises to be a thrilling ride. 2025 New York Giants Training Camp. Insider insights, QB battles, and rookie highlights. Breaking news. 2025 New York Giants Training Camp unfolds. Exclusive ESPN coverage. Exclusive coverage by Jordan Raanan, ESPN Giants reporter. July 25, 2025, 01:40 p.m. ET. The New York Giants training camp is in full swing, and Jordan Raanan, your trusted source for all things Giants, is on location in East Rutherford, New Jersey, to bring you the latest scoop. With the NFL season heating up, fans are eager to know how the team is shaping up, from standout performances to position battles, and the much-anticipated quarterback room. Raanan has it all covered. Dive into the action-packed updates straight from the heart of Giants camp. We'll keep you informed every step of the way, ensuring you never miss a beat. How does Russell Wilson, the seasoned veteran, compare to the young guns, like Jaxson Dart? Is Abdul Carter, the team's top pick, set to dominate defenses with his size and speed? Which breakout stars should you keep an eye on for your fantasy football roster? And which bubble players might surprise us all by making the final 53-man roster? Stay tuned for continuous updates, analysis, and insights right up until roster cutdown day on August 26. Remember to check back often for the latest developments and insider knowledge. And don't forget to explore camp updates for all 32 NFL teams on ESPN. But here's where it gets controversial. Who's really leading the quarterback room? And is the new dynamic working? Let's unravel the mystery together. Latest Giants camp buzz. Giants camp preview. Can the new QB lineup deliver? Find out more. July 25th highlights. Jameis Winston took center stage, leading the second-team offense on Friday. Rookie Jaxson Dart, who had been the primary focus earlier in camp, shared the spotlight. Despite a rocky start, Dart rallied impressively, completing 10 of 12 passes and capping practice with a touchdown throw to Cam Scatterbo. Winston, however, seemed to leapfrog Dart, albeit temporarily, demonstrating his readiness to compete. Russell Wilson remains the undisputed leader of the pack, while Dart and Winston vie for the backup role, with Tommy DeVito trailing behind. More updates include injuries and departures, adding to the camp's drama. Wide receiver Jalen Hyatt sat out due to cramps and a lower leg issue. Linebacker Brian Burns and wideout Wan'Dale Robinson left early after a hard collision, raising concerns about their health. July 24th recap. Abdul Carter, the Giants' third overall pick, has wasted no time proving his worth. Despite playing with the second-string defense, he consistently disrupted plays, suggesting a promising future as a defensive force. His versatility and speed have impressed coaches and teammates alike. Dexter Lawrence II received a contract boost with $3 million in incentives, solidifying his status as a key player in the defense. After a career-high 9 sacks in 2022, Lawrence's performance will be crucial for the Giants' success. July 23rd highlights. Malik Nabers, the star wide receiver, returned with a bang, catching 3 touchdowns from Russell Wilson. However, his toe injury, which kept him sidelined during the spring, remains a concern. Surgery was discussed, but ultimately avoided. Managing the injury will be critical for Nabers' season. Rookie quarterback Jaxson Dart faced a tough debut, throwing an interception on his first attempt. Despite the setback, Dart showed resilience, ending the session with a touchdown pass. Russell Wilson offered words of encouragement, emphasizing the importance of moving forward. July 22nd news. Standout left tackle Andrew Thomas and running back Eric Gray were placed on the PUP list as camp began. Thomas's recovery from Lisfranc surgery is uncertain, with the Giants planning a cautious approach to his return. Safety Kayvon Wallace was signed, while Anthony Johnson Jr. was waived and Victor Dimukeje was placed on the non-football injury list. And this is the part most people miss. What's the real story behind the Giants' quarterback room? Are they truly gelling, or is there an underlying tension? Share your thoughts below, and let's spark a conversation. Will the new QB lineup succeed, or is it a recipe for disaster? Only time will tell, but the Giants' training camp is certainly setting the stage for an intriguing season ahead.